Hi guys. Okay, I'm going to see if I can figure out if I know what I'm doing. My first try at this. So if I mess up, sorry, but then I'll get it better. But I guess I don't have any other way of trying to figure this out. So I finally got my green screen and I wanted to show different pictures of my shop behind me. So it looks like I'm kind of in my shop. So I'll have to look at this later to see how well it came out. So what we're going to do today is see if I can get this to move. There you go. These were some of the projects I had shown you. And we had this fun little heart box and I did these hearts on the top. And then here's another one, same thing, but I did a honeycomb. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, this actually worked. I just was on for a while and realized it wasn't on, so I had to figure it out. And I am not very techy, so trying to figure it all out with StreamYard was not as easy as I thought, but I hope this works. So, and then we're going to do some cute little purses, and you can even do them really mini. I don't have the templates up yet, but this afternoon I'll get all the templates up for these. And then here is a really cute, it's just this cute little heart box, very simple. And then I added layered hearts on top. So we're just going to do, I have other projects, but this is kind of what we're going to start with. So the very first thing I'm going to show you is, I hope you guys are doing okay up there. I know all that we've been getting snow, but I heard you guys are getting a blizzard. So all you need is a square piece of paper. Now, if you use a really teeny tiny piece of paper, like a 3x3, this is what you're going to get. So this is just 8.5 by 8.5. And let me show you on this crown. This side of the paper is like where all this blue is, where you're going to have the majority of color. And then the back side is going to be this white right here. So whatever the back side of your paper is, just rain and more rain here. Oh, you know, I guess I can't complain. Right after you guys left, we had a huge snowstorm. It was probably the biggest one we've had so far. So, and then now it's just been a bit here and there. But it's way too cold to be in the shop right now. So I want this facing up to start. What we're going to do is fold the square in half, then fold the square in half again. So we've done fold in half, and now we're going to fold into the center, these open edges, and fold into the center. So there we go, fold in half, fold into the center. So what I'm going to do next is, here is these folded edges. It's next to me, and I want to make houses. So what I'm going to do is take this point right here and bring it to the center. So this line lines up with that line. And then another house. So what we've done is fold in half, fold into the center. Now we're going to make our houses. After you've made the houses, you're going to fold these two flaps so you have half houses on both sides. Then we are going to bring these flaps up, and it's going to cover our little half houses. Turn it over, do it again. And you want to get as close as you can, but you know, I found even if I'm off a bit, it still really works just fine. Okay, so that's what we've got now. The next thing we're going to do is, this is the open end right here. I'm going to bring these up to a point. And one thing, and I'm going to try to get it close to the middle as I can. But what you're going to notice is, if you're trying to do it a different, so you have an angle here, and underneath you're going to have an angle there, so you know you're doing it correctly. And I am going to bring this up. Then turn it over and do the same thing. These open ends, I'm going to bring up to the center. and fold them in. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're kind of going to do like what we did to make houses, but instead I'm going to take these open ends and make cones. They're little cones. So I'm going to make sure this line right here that's folded is lining up with this line. There we go. Now turn it over and do it again. And after you've got it down, you can do all the stages on each piece, but I think repetition is just really good when you're doing something like this, so you remember what you're doing. Open that up, make another little cone. Okay, so now this is probably the one tricky part, and it's not even tricky. So what you want to do is if you open these up, you can see you have this big triangle right here inside. Now what we're going to do is take the two lines of this triangle, which are valley folds, and you're going to make them a mountain fold. And this fold right here, which is the mountain fold, you're going to make a valley fold. So I'll show you. It's really easy. You kind of open this up, push that big line up, and then push this one down, and there you go. Same thing. Bring this up and make this a mountain fold. Then the little fold that you had just done is the valley fold. Let's do it on the other side. So let's go this way. So here is your valley fold once again for this big triangle. You're going to make it a mountain fold. You can do this. I know you can. See, and it really is simple. We've already done the hard part. So one of the last things we have to do, and if you just do it slowly a few times, it's easy. When you open this big fold up, you're going to notice you have these weird little flaps here, and you want to get rid of those. So this is really one of the last parts. So I'm just going to fold that all the way up and all the way up. And then I'm going to open this up and hide this little flip underneath so you don't even see that little extra piece. Let's turn it over and do it again. Let us just fold that down. And we are going to fold this down. And let's hide those in there. Okay, so this is where we are at. Now, if you wanted to ship it flat or give it to someone flat, you would do it like this. And then you would show them how to open it. How to open it is where these folded edges are. You just stick your hand in there. And you're going to see these two little sides. Kind of lightly pull and push down. And then pull and then push down. And then I'm just going to squeeze these. You don't want to make it completely flat. But isn't that cute? Look at that. Look how simple that was. That was really, really easy. And I think I'm going to do some really big ones to hang with some fun things in the shop. But I thought, you know, if a little is good, a lot is better. Hi, Crystal. So this is the first time using StreamYard. And it's on YouTube and it's on Facebook. So you can see these again and see where I did this crown. It's really, really simple. But if I had some really big ones and add some huge hearts hanging down, but have lots and lots of them, it might be a really fun display. So that was the crown. So let's get to it. This is really a simple one. This is really, really simple. And I said this afternoon, I will get all the templates up. So let me grab the template for that one. Had it right here. And why don't I just knock everything over? Okay, so this template is actually going to be, where is it? It's going to be smaller than that. It's going to be half of that. I just wanted to do a bunch of different pieces. So I put it on a 11 by 17. But you can put it on, I'll have it so it's just the template with these hearts on an 8.5 by 11, so you can just print it out and just do it. If I had been really, really good, I would have cut these out already. But I can do this real lickety quick. Okay, I'm just gonna cut just one out really, really fast. But I think just by looking at it, you can see how simple this is. Cut this. And it's really nice because all you do is lay the template down in your printer and print onto the back side of your paper, and then all your lines are already on there. Some of these were a little persnickety to get them to actually work, and I kept playing on designs and designs and taking basic boxes and saying, how can I make this work? You know, I really should have been good and had these cut. Let's see. Hi, Laura. You know, and it's kind of cool because they make the comments big enough that I can even see them. So down here in this heart, you're going to actually cut up, and same thing right here. Sorry guys, I'm a tad bit nervous. And this is actually on YouTube too, and I don't have my famous camera girl and editor, so these are going to be a little different until I really get the hang of it. Okay, so this is what we've got here. We've got to cut out. Solid lines are cut lines. Scored lines like this, that's scoring. And then what I'm going to do next is grab my scoreboard. And all I'm going to do is score these lines. You could probably just eyeball it and fold it. But it seems like I mess up a lot when I do that. And what I did on my scoreboard is made a really dark line through number 7 so that if the template won't go all the way up to the edge, I can just line up between that dark line and that dark line. And let's just score these little guys. And let's score these. Oh, I'm getting there. Sorry, guys. This really is easy. You know, I might be making it look harder than it is. Let's just score this little, I'm going to guess, but okay, there and there. Because there's my dark line. I'm hoping I'm lined up good here, and we got that line. So all we're going to do now is fold and fold and just fold all of our score lines. And then this one, I'm gonna, all these were valley folds. This, it's a valley fold too, but you're just gonna bring it up and they should come together. And you can decide when you do this, I'll show you here in a second after you've folded these up. Whoops, I forgot these two. Got to score these two little guys on this side. You can either glue them down or leave them open. I like to glue them. I just like to glue it together, and it feels like it just stays really, really, really shut. But if you want it to lay flat and open, then you probably don't want to do that. So let's go like this. Bring these little guys in. Did I get that? Nope, I'm being a dork. There you go. Got that corner. Got this corner. Got this corner. And we've got this corner. I'm going to move this guy out of the way for a minute. So when you bring all of these up, look how simple. It's just a simple little box. So now see, I mean, you can leave them like that and they do go together because this big slit of this heart is going to go into this big slit, and then this slides in and this slides in. So if you wanted to do something super, super simple, there you go, and you're done. And that's how I did this one, just very, very simple. But let me show you when I didn't glue this one together either, but this one I did. So you can see it just feels a little more sturdy. So all I'm going to do is just take some glue and just put a little bit in here. And if you wanted to, you could even glue this inside flap to the edge. Just hold that for a second. Thank you, Crystal. See, now, see, there you go. And now, but you could glue this down if you wanted to. But but if you wanted to lay flat open, then you don't need to glue these. But it really, I mean, we're just talking fun and fast and simple. And with the template, you could just literally print them out on the back of cute paper and just cut them out when you're just sitting around watching something. Just cut them out, and then later you can score them, and you can do a ton of really cute, fun boxes. Or like the crown, that was so simple. And really, after you've done 10, 20, 50 crowns, I mean, you can do them with your eyes shut. Let's see if I got that to stick. Get this last one. There you go. So those go down. And this gets put inside of this. So now, so even just like this, it's just very, very cute. You don't need to do, I mean, you could have this in different colors. I like this. It was a little more 3D in the way you do it. You still put it together in the same way. Let's see where my big slit is. And I just thought it was so cute because it was a little bit more 3D like that. So let me show you how I did that. So on this template, let's see, how many did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where did I put them? 3. And then I know I have one more. Then I made it, I know it's here somewhere, but let me just cut these out. So you have 2 bigger, then the next size, and then the next size. Thank you, Laura. Hi, Dee. So we're just doing several projects. I already did the crown. I'm doing this one, then I'm going to show you some other fun things that are really, some are longer, some are so fast, and it's just such a cute little thing that you could do real quickly to add some really, really fun pizzazz to any of your projects. And this doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. You could even use this for Mother's Day or add hearts and boxes for spring. Or take this idea, make this box, make it a circle, and then add flower petals around it instead. I mean, you can just using the concept, you can turn it in to whatever you would like. And even the box template, just take that and use it and add your own things. You can see I'm using the same paper, so I'm getting some of the same colors, and I am just I'm gluing this to this side, but I want it just a little further over, and it would probably be easier if let's see, which way does it open? Okay. Be smarter and do it when it's opened up. And you want it to be right here, but you don't want it to overlap on this slit, or you'll never get them put together. Now you can see it's on the opposite side, but when we put it together, it'll be just perfect. Good for you. Have fun with them. Okay, we're going to glue this guy down. Just some more of the cute little hearts. Just cut them all real quick so we can just get this little guy done. Next time I'll make sure to have everything pre-cut. I just spent so much time trying to figure out how to make this work. Dee, I'm going to put all of the templates for all of these projects. Here, let me show you some of the other ones here that we're going to be doing. So I just did the crown, and that one you can just watch a video of. It's just a square of paper. Then we have this one, and it's just simple, or we can do the 3D hearts. We also, this is really easy, these cute little fun purses. And then we took this heart box and did it 2 different ways. So these are just some. I have other ones, but this is what I thought I would start with if I could make it through and actually get a video to work. So we're going to go like that and cut these 2 out. And you could always go back. I said this is on YouTube too, so you could always go onto YouTube and relook at it. It was so nice because when my daughter was here, she did all of that. She did the videoing, the editing, putting it up, putting all the links, putting all the templates on. And it's like, okay, so I'm learning how to do everything at once. So I'm going to move this guy out of the way. But I will get all of these templates up later today after I get done with all of this. So whoops. Okay, that one I glued down. And now, see, I was just so nervous. I made a mistake there. So what you could do, so on this first one, I put this on there, but you could use, I'm using foam tape. And that's probably what I should have done with even the first one. But you know what? It'll be fine. So I'm just going to cut some of these. Let's see, is that one? Just use some pop dots. This just happens to be foam tape. Let's trim off. I'll just have to pay you later, Cheryl. Okay, so make sure we're getting them on the right side because they're backwards. So I'm just going to put this one in the center. See, this one would have been so much cuter if I used different colors and this paper had more colors. But actually, most of my really, really cool colors and papers I put into all my kits. So it's like, okay, so I have some other new paper coming in that I can work with. So I'm going to put these down. And then, once again, do not use the glue. We want to use this. Another pop dot. And that's really what makes the huge difference. It just gives it the dimension. And this is really simple. Actually, if you had large heart punches or things, you could just punch them and cut them in half. See, now these are just so similar in color, you barely notice. But that's going to be okay. You're going to see how I did this, and it's so easy. And add this one there. Hopefully I got it. Okay, so what I did very last, and put this on here. And then what I did was I will have it in the template. It's on a different template in the other room. I cut a small heart out that fit into the center and just taped it to this one side. Let's see if we can find a piece of a little bit different of a color, maybe. Let me give myself some space here in case. The template's in the other room. So I'm going to go probably about there. And you can even push these closer to the center if you would like. Just however you want to line them up. Let's see how close I'm going to get. So what I did is I took all the half hearts, put them on in layers. Then I'm going to put this one here, and actually if you push them closer, that might, well, they're not really that close on that one, but let's try that. See if I can get this, without ripping it too much. Let's get it a little closer. See if that makes a difference. It probably needs to be a lot shorter. And then, see, that one's going to go right there. I'll put a little piece of foam tape again. Put that there. Pull that off. I ended up with several rolls of this, so I thought, oh, how perfect, since I've already got it. Put that on here. See if I can move these over a bit too. And then I'm going to pick this up, put this over, and then your heart will just, if you have them lined up correctly, see, yeah, and I don't, but then you can have it so that goes there, and then you can bring your, I think the actual template that I did was, it was good. You can see how much better that one is. But that's the one you'll actually get, but you can kind of get a feel for how I did that. And that one I really like. It's just got vibrant colors. And once again, you can see I just cut, and I actually have the pieces on the template, so you'll get the exact, I think this one's too big. But see, isn't that just cute? And it wasn't real hard. And you don't actually have to make them pop up. You could just put a little piece of glue in the center and do it, and it would be just fine. You just got to remember this heart has to go underneath that. I get these templates up, but isn't that cute? Just simple. But if you didn't want to do that, same thing again. You can just take this. I'm excited to make some hearts for Valentine's Day. Yay! You know, I have I'll post it on YouTube. I'll post a link. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, we did these super cute 3D, it was completely folded in heart boxes. So I'll put that one back up. I know people did tons and tons of those for gifts. So that was from last year. And if you go to YouTube and look up, I think I had them called folded hearts or heart boxes, and you'll probably find that on there. Should we do a purse? Oh, let's do a purse because it's an easy. If I find my template over here, that's not it. That's not it. And I am making a big mess on this side. Okay. So the template you're getting is this. I can put the bigger one in if you want. Let me get some of these scraps and stuff picked up. And so you can use an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and that makes, let's see what this size purse. Now I wanted some that were bigger, and I said I'm gonna do some really, really big ones. I think these would be really fun, hanging from the ceiling, and maybe hearts hanging or little tags or other fun things hanging. And they open up, and you can put cute little goodies inside. So, but this is for the 8.5 by 11. And then I also, let me see if I can find it. So I printed this out, and so you just, and I could put this in there too. So you need to double the size if you have a printer that does 11 by 17, or you can fold it in half and carefully cut it all out. So that's another option too if you want to do the bigger ones. So let's just get to this. This is what the template looks like. And let me put my lid on my glue. Hey, Miss Colleen. Yeah, you know what? I figured out how to use StreamYard. You'd be so proud of me. It did take me forever. Absolutely forever. Because I didn't have anyone to ask. Here, let me just say hi. Wait, let me see if I can figure this out. Let's put that there. Hi, look, can you tell? Does that look like my shop? Okay, it's not perfect, and I can't tell how this video really looks. I'm already really, really blind, so I can't see it, but I can't tell if it looks pixelated or it looks good or it doesn't or whatever. But you're coming in a couple weeks. Oh, then let me know. It said it's bitter, freezing cold in the shop, but I cannot wait to see you. Maybe you need a bunch of stuff. I have a ton of stuff I would load you up with. You know that. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh, so in my building, I thought, okay, I'm going to keep it so I don't have to move my paints, and I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that. And it won't be bitter, bitter cold. So I filled the whole propane tank up. It's a 500-gallon propane tank. And then turned my thermostat in the shop to like 48. And then we have insulation on the ceiling, but we have a ton of the antique doors around the buildings. And I just thought, you know, this will work. It lasted 2 weeks. The propaner said, you know, I cannot afford 500 gallons every 2 weeks. So it's like, okay, so it's just cold in there, except for the bathrooms that we have sealed off and the kitchen area that we have little heaters, electric heaters in there. But it's okay. Maybe it'll be a warmer day when you come. Okay, so let's just cut this puppy out. And once again, I should already have these cut. And I said, this is kind of long. I just had it all set up, and I'm sitting here, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do all these, and it may take a while, so you can always come back and just look at some of these fun projects or go to YouTube, since I figured out how to do that. I'm so excited. I know I was just down, jumping up and down, telling my husband, I figured this out with God's help, because I'm not kidding. I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand what that means. What do you mean? Is it an HD camera? I don't know what that is. High def camera. I don't know. I don't know how to set up an extra thing. But you know what? You know what I need to be doing? I need to switch that. You really? Oh, cool. It's a green screen. I got to put up. And it was on a pole thing, but it was like, I don't get it. Because there was like a bar in the middle of the pole, so you couldn't put the green thing on it. So I finally just put it on the wall and said, okay. And then I took the photos, like a lot of the photos from the magazine, when they had used some of these photos. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use these as my backdrop, and it kind of looks like my shop. Actually, the wall is just actually solid white. There's nothing in here, but it would have just been really, really boring. And I just wanted to make it simple on myself. Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to move forward. So this was the template, and all we're going to do is cut these out. And let's see. I just wanted to see you again. We can meet somewhere for coffee or something. We can do whatever you want. And if you want to take a ton of, oh, that's right. You close your shop, but you might need some fun things for your videos and class. We can do whatever you want. Now, are you actually moving? Do you have to be out by the end of the month, or are you already out, or what are you doing? Yeah, I love the green screen. Now that I figured it out, I mean, it was like, okay, what do I need to do? You know, and it was tough. And then setting up cameras, and I know I could have a better setup. And somehow during my event, I lost the ball thing for my phone that swivels my camera, so I had to use something else I had. And it's like, I don't understand how to do this. Out by the end of the month, snagged a small booth. Yay! Yay! So what you want to do is, these dotted lines are score lines, these solid lines are cut lines, you know, and all I'm going to do is just go like this. It's not like a huge deal. I'm just going to slice them out. I could cut them with scissors, which would be fine too, and I might do that. Whoops, I probably need to use my X-Acto. Would probably work better. And I couldn't remember what was faster. After I made a million of these, it was like, okay, I don't remember. Was it faster to cut them or faster to just slice them? Hand cut them, or... Come on. I really should have had this done so you don't have to sit and just watch all this. Oh, oops. Okay. You know what? I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to show you what I really did, because what I did, I'm just going to cut these anyway. Just cut them with scissors. Maybe that is what I did, and it just ended up being faster. And actually, I lied. Sorry. I'll have to fix this. And I'm going to show you in a second what I So what I'm going to do is just cut one of the lines and the sides, and I'll explain why I did that. And that's what happens when I'm working on 10 different projects and I'm doing them over and over, and then I forget what I did with the first one that I worked on. Okay, so I know my purse is going to be going up like this. And so what I wanted was, I wanted a little more stability. So what I'm going to do is the top line on both of these, and it should have been the top line on both of these when it's turned this way. That's what you want to cut. And after you cut that, I'll show you why. And it gives it a little more stability. And, you know, let's just cut this. Okay, that was really a cruddy cut. Yeah, you know, and my heart is beating so hard. I'm so nervous, guys. So you don't get to see this in the YouTube video because Christina takes it all out when I'm doing something really goofy. And it's like, whoops, that went flying. And she takes it all out and fixes it for me. And I love paper. I like other stuff too. But you know, you can make anything. I want to do some like huge displays with a funky way to use paper and make like vintage fruit and vegetables huge and have a huge section of hanging fruits and vegetables, or like the purses, or if you've ever been in my shop, you know it's like if a little is good, a lot is really good. And when you pull it all together, it works. So let me find my glue. And I'm just going to put a little just ziggity zag dab of glue. Pull that down, fold it very messily. Okay, now that I'm on here, I'm just making a mess. You know what? That's a mess. Okay, that's because I just cut sloppily and I didn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just do it. You're going to get it and you'll see if it works better if I fold it first. Okay, this one I didn't fold yet, but I'm going to fold it with glue and then let's try one. I bet that was what I did. I took this, and just folded it down. Oh, see, that already looks 100 times better. And then I'm just going to put a little just squiggly of okay. I just kept thinking, you know, and I folded these backwards, so it doesn't matter. It's still going to work. And you don't even need these flaps. And actually, I tried to find a fun punch, but my punch was a little too wide and not quite long enough. So it's like, that would have been nice. Find a little skinny punch that does this line. And then I don't have to mess with it. Okay. Squiggly line. Come on, little squiggle. I want to do more giant things. I love that. Shouldn't we do like some really, really fun, just huge things? I mean, no one can see my heart beating like bah, 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 bah. The other day, even just thinking about it, my heart was beating so hard I had to go down and ask my husband, do you have a blood pressure machine? I don't know what is wrong. And he goes, you know, you're probably just a little nervous. It's like, I am. And I don't even see people. I mean, it's maybe a couple times a year do I see people, and I'm usually just alone. So when I get on here, sometimes I have to pretend like I'm by myself, but this is so cool that I can actually see your comments. This is so cool. Okay. Yay, finally, right? Let's put this here. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. So I'm just going to pop a little. You know what? I did the same thing with this. Let's think. So I'm going to just make a little hole there, go around this, cut this out. And to make it a little sturdier also, I'm just going to glue that there. I was really excited that I learned how to do the little picture in a picture. I don't know how to do the little circle one. I can't figure it out, can't find it, and I finally just gave up. But I can slide it over and it moves, and it's like, wow, this is so cool. And you guys that use this are like, yeah. Such a dork. I just want to make stuff. I don't want to know any of the other stuff. Design stuff, make stuff. Okay. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. And I tried to angle it like backwards so you could see from this angle. So you can actually see. So you're almost like behind me, even though the camera's in front of me. Because I wanted you to see it from my angle. So now what we're going to do again is get my scoreboard. Let's move some of these out of the way. And just score these few little lines real quick. I keep saying that. And I said, since I have my dark line on, number 7, I know where that is. I'm going to score down the middle. Whoops. Where's the... You're making little pocket shrines with alto. Oh, yes, yes. I have a ton of those. We actually use some of the those clamshell boxes to do little things like that. But yes, I love the little tins. They're so fun. Okay, where's my little line? Here we go. You know, and you probably could just eyeball it and fold it. It'd be really, can you see? I mean, really, it's really not that hard. I'm making it look more difficult than it is. Okay, let's just fold these little lines and we're almost done with this puppy. Okay, let's see. I know that is there. So I'm just going to hold this on the scoreboard. And I know that line goes there. Hopefully you can see this. So I just wanted to, yeah. And that one gets folded in. That's the only one. All the rest it gets folded, so it's a valley fold. The rest of these are all, I think these are all mountain folds. Let's do this little goofy guy. See, that's folded, that's folded. Let's find where this is. Let me find the, there we go, there. And let's twist it. You know, I don't even know if the bottom one has to be all the way folded, but it seemed like it helped because in case you wanted to like fold it up or do something, that worked. Okay, that gets folded down, that gets folded down, folded in. Okay, so now let's get to the important part. So what you're going to do is take these two little lines and these two little lines and line them up. You're going to go through, I know you know, you go through there. And you go through there. Do the other one. So this is what happens when I put all my paper in those kits. Now I need to get more paper. It's like, wait, I just got rid of all the paper. Come on. Let's get in there, little guy. Let's get in there, little guy. You caught me live. Actually, I started a while ago. It's only because I learned how to use this program. So we've already done the crowns, and so these are the crowns, but you can look back. I have it on YouTube in here. And then we did this cute little heart box. And it was really, really simple. I said this afternoon I'll get templates up. But look how cute. Isn't it just so cute, Kate? The cuter paper is even cuter. And you can put cute little stuff in it. And I'm going to do big ones. I'm going to do really, really big ones. Can you imagine these hanging with just other things floating off, or flowers or hearts floating down in between them? The other thing I thought of is really enlarging this and using some heavy cotton fabric, seam them together for the pieces so it's double and it's nice and stiff. Cut out large ones and it's a no-sew. You just seam 2 pieces of heavy fabric together, lay your pattern down, cut it out, and put it together. Wouldn't that be cute for some fun, fast little bags, or even big bags? That's really, really cute. So I hope you guys thought this one was fun. So where am I at next? Now, these are actually the same. I think I made one a little bigger than the other, but this box, I know I keep saying everything is super easy. Now let me find my little glue thing, and I think I'm going to get rid of some of this trash on the table. This box is very, very, very simple. It's just whatever you want to do to it that makes it a little tougher. So I'm going to move some of the stuff that's going on the floor and on the floor and on the floor. Okay, that's trash. So we can find all of our good stuff. Because right now I just have a mess. So this is what the template looks like. I mean, how much easier do you get than this? Just a couple score lines, few cut lines, the bottom. So this is a great template that you could use. If you had a triangle, you could add anything. You could make it into an ice cream cone. You could make some funky flowers coming out there. But you could use the bottom of this to make a simple box. So let's take the one that I printed off onto the back. So when the template's on there, it makes it so easy. So you can just have it there, cut them out. So let me just cut these puppies out. And actually, if I was doing a bunch, I'm using this Monahan 11 by 17 paper. I would probably I'd use a big one, and I would just fold and add a couple sheets so I could cut 4 at a time. I would just copy it onto the back of one and cut them out of all 4. And I found the easiest way for your paper not to move is just put like a little staple there and here, and leave a couple and kind of go around those areas when you're cutting, and your paper doesn't slide and move if you're cutting tons at a time. I know StreamYard wanted to know if I wanted background music. You know what? I don't listen to anything. When I'm in my shop, it's dead silence. I love the quiet. I could be in the quiet 10 hours a day, just quiet. I love that. Well, and since I don't leave the house, I pretty much am. Hope this one looks simple. Heck, you could print a million of these out and have your kids cut them out. Especially these bottom edges. If they're not perfect, it's not like a big deal. You're never going to see them. So if you guys haven't seen the magazine, if you don't want to get it, you should still go into like Barnes & Noble. I think Joann's has it. And find it and just take a look. I was such a dork. My story was so dorky. But you know, it was really, really fun. It really was kind of fun to do after I got over the little jitters of it all. I just kept thinking, I sound like such a dork. And my husband even said when he read the art, it's like 12 pages long. He read it and he goes, it doesn't sound very artsy. It's because I don't always, like I said, I feel like I'm more of a chemist or a scientist. And everybody else does it and makes it prettier than I do. And that's okay with me. I don't have a problem with that at all. I like that, actually. It just makes me feel good. If you love fussy cutting, yay! Because I have a bunch and I have another project you're going to... And you're like, really? I'm going to be on here this long? I know, it shocks me too. I just decided, you know what? Nobody has to watch, and I'm just going to do it all at once. Because I kind of remembered you kind of got to comb your hair and put some, like, real clothes on. And believe me, I'm sitting on my bathrobe in case I get cold. But it's so nice that that's one of those things I don't have to do. I don't have to do any of that. I said my shop is literally just a few hundred feet over there, but it is so cold. I can just drive over and grab stuff when I need it, and fill orders. Almost done. Almost done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Did I get everywhere? We're going to find out real quick. Did I do that one? Nope. One last one. Have you guys ever done the honeycomb hearts? I did a video a year or two ago on the ornaments, and they were really, really... Did you meet him? I didn't know he came in. And oh, that's right, because you went to the house. That's how you met him. You know what? He lets me do anything I want to do. He just says, do this, do that, don't do this. And he's just, struggling a bit. But he helps do the cooking and do things. And he actually will... sometimes if he has to go get medication or something, he'll just drop my packages off at the post office because I just don't like to leave. You see, I just scored all these. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you can imagine. This gets glued there. And then let's put these in there. So, the little flippy thing, I know it's like, this is so you don't have to tell anybody, but believe me, when I first did it like this, I realized that doesn't work. Okay, the edge has to be on the outside, and the flippy thing goes like that. And I really found that it's really good if you want to glue this edge and this edge. If you glue this little flippy thing down here, this piece won't go in. You can just believe me on that. Okay, and then that one just goes in there. And you can glue all the little pieces together now when it's like that. Just put a little dot of glue so it doesn't kind of come apart. Or you can just leave it and it can flop open when you're ready to open it, and I'm just going to put a little bit. Let's see if my glue is coming out. Yep, it's coming out. I'm just putting little dabs, and it really came out. But it dries clear too, so that's okay. And I found the easiest way to do this is to kind of hold it and then just press, whoops, find something smaller and just press down. And see, in there is just, it's kind of hard. I can't tell. I don't know how to do this. So it's kind of pressed down a bit to get it to stay. And then we'll put a tad bit of glue on here. I'm very careful. I can grab this and this, and fold that and press tight. Yay! Okay, look, see, it's just, now how simple is this? I mean, you literally could just go like this, put little, I got to get in the right part of the camera. So my daughter always said, Mom, you're going too far to the end of the table. So you can make a hole, you could put a ribbon there, and then you can fill it full of yummy goodies. If you use two-sided paper, it's even better. And I said you could cut out a bunch at a time so you don't have all the lines in there. So I did this and I did this. So have you guys done the honeycomb with a heart? I mean, I've done the honeycombs with other completely symmetrical shapes. The thing with this is it's got this centerpiece. So if you do regular honeycomb and you do all the lines, what happens is when you open it all the way up, it just looks like half a heart. So what I did is when I got to the center, I only did part of it. So we can do that, but I think this one's quicker. So we'll start with this one. Really, really easy. You kind of tell all I did is cut like I did with the cute little flat box. And I just did the layers. Oh, let's see, that's not it. That's what happens when you throw it on the floor. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. I kind of threw it, so some of the pieces I didn't glue tie. So that's it. As you're cutting out hearts, you're layering them with foam tape. But on this, there's solid pieces. So where did I put all the hearts? So then you have another template here, and it's got all these fun little hearts. So you got, I have them written down somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the biggest one. There's the next biggest one. Here we go. Where did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I did another 5. And all I did with that last 5, well, this is even a bigger one that I did. But as I scored every 1/4 inch, or you could do every 1/2 inch. And look how cute that is. And I put a little tie around it, like I did here, and added it to the front. So you'll have this template. And I actually, well, where did I put it? So I actually did print it off. I'm just being lazy all of a sudden. So where did I put them? Oh, I printed them off onto another sheet of paper. But I think do you guys kind of get the idea on this? All I did was just layer it with pop dots. So I used the biggest in the center of this flap, then the next one with another color, the next one, the next one, the next one. And the very last one Here, actually, I can do one of these up really quick. Let me find a piece of cute paper. Oh, sorry, I'm stuck in this chair. Didn't mean to be, but I am. Let's just grab. I'm just going to grab number 4. It doesn't really matter which one you grab. And I'm just going to cut it out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to just be going on forever. Actually, I'm not. And you know what? I might just do the honeycomb heart tomorrow. I'll show you this. But just this alone, I thought this turned out so cute. So I have this cute little heart. All I'm going to do is set, you can see that there, setting it in the center so the center of the heart is right there. And then you can decide if you want to do every 1/4 inch or every 1/2 inch. I'm going to do, make sure I did that. And I'm just going to score. It depends on how big or small you want your pieces. But I'm sure you guys are getting the gist of what I'm doing here. So this very center one, I'm going to make a mountain fold, and then I'm just going to continue on and just fold them back and forth. When you're doing it this small, it is a little tougher at 1/4 inch. It just takes a little more finagling. 1/2 inch is really a lot easier. I thought this was so cute when it's little. It goes there, and it's almost easier to see from the unprinted side. So then I can see the little lines a little better. I go in and then I go back out. I know, isn't this exciting? I mean, how can you stand it? Look at that, how cute that is. It's really not. I'm being funny. Yeah, 1/2 inch is definitely. Am I doing a 1/4? No, I was actually doing an 1/8 inch. I bet a 1/4 inch would be a lot easier. These are an 1/8 inch. That's why it's so itty bitty. I love miniatures. That's something else I want to do a bunch more of. I did those little dolls, and I'm working on writing the patterns, but I got to get them, perfect. Because when you start and you're writing your own patterns, you're just kind of cutting. I don't even draw at first. I just start cutting to see if I can make it work. And then I have to find those pieces so I can make the patterns. Hi, Diana. So let's just Said, and I've already done a bunch of projects, so you can always go back and look or go onto YouTube and look. See if I can get that folded correctly. Let's get one right here. Yeah, you know, 1/4 inch would be a lot easier than an 1/8 inch. But look, when you open it up and then you squish it like right there. Look at that. Isn't that just so cute? And then you could open this little tail up. I mean, look at how adorable that is. So I like that. So all I did was I just put a little piece of string on there and stuck it on. But I thought, wouldn't these just be so cute if they were same thing, if they were bigger and all different ones and almost like tied up like a bouquet of flowers in all different sizes or just hanging with other fun projects. I don't know where I'm pointing to, but I thought it was really cute just being corrugated and done. And actually this one is a 1/4 inch. Yes, you can see this is a lot smaller. This is the 1/8 inch, and that's what I used on the front of the box. But I think the 1/4 inch is a lot easier and just as cute, and you really could do some fun things with any shape you do, and then you just do this and open it up. And I thought this was just so cute. It reminds me almost of a kite with the little tail at the end. So all you're going to do then is on the template, you'll have the different sizes of the hearts. You cut out different colors, you layer them in the center of this, put this on here, and that's all there is to it. So I am going to show you the honeycomb heart, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then I've done some big full ones that go all the way around and in different colors. They really are cute. And I like this after I figured it out where you could leave an opening. You could even do a double-sided one, but leave the opening so it looks like a heart and not just like this, like just a big like dome or a teardrop. So I really wanted it to look like a heart. So maybe tomorrow I'll come on and, because you do cut quite a bit. You're going to cut 21 hearts. But see, the fun thing with this is you can make them any size you want. You could make little mini ones. You can make really big ones. You can make really huge ones. So, or just half ones that you could just go like this and put on here. So we're going to do that one tomorrow. I hope you guys had fun. I will get off, scan in all the templates, and figure out how I put the links on the website. And I will put them in the description to link to the link on the website. If that makes sense. Let me see if I can figure this out. Can you move that over there? Look. Oh, crazy messy hair. So I hope you guys had fun. This was a little different. I'm just going to keep practicing and practicing. Thank you all for coming on. I'm just going to keep playing with it, and hopefully I can get it done right. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.